The river always kept its secrets. It whispered them in the depth of the night, carried them in the ripples of its dark waters, and gathered them beneath its endless depths. No one questioned the river until Tunde did. Tunde and his younger brother Kule were inseparable, bonded not just by blood, but by the shared hardship of life. Orphaned at a tender age, they were taken in by their grandmother, Iyabisi, a revered priestess devoted to the river goddess Yemoja. Iyabisi's hut, perched on the riverbank, was a sanctuary filled with the scent of herbs and the soft glow of oil lamps. She often spoke of the river's mysteries, her eyes reflecting the shimmering waters as she recounted tales of its depths. From a young age, Tunde was drawn to the river's allure. While other children played in the field, he would sit by the water's edge, humming melody that seemed to harmonize with the river's flow. His voice, rich and soothing, became a familiar sound along the banks. Unbeknownst to him, his songs reached ears beyond the mortal realm. In the hidden depths of the river, Abeni, the daughter of Yemoja, the goddess of the sea, found solace in Tunde's melodies. The burdens of her divine lineage weighed heavily upon her, and the human song offered an escape, a glimpse into a world untainted by celestial duties. Concealed among the tall grasses, she would watch him. Abeni has always been different. From childhood, she was stubborn, always pushing limits, always testing boundaries, unlike her fellow mermaids, who obeyed the laws of the sea goddess. Abeni was drawn to the unknown. Her mother, the great water goddess, had forbidden all mermaids from nearing human dwelling. Humans bring nothing but trouble, she warned. But Abeni's heart had its own desires. There was a particular boundary she loved to visit, a place where the river met the land. Her friends never dared to follow her, too afraid of the goddess's wrath. But Abeni kept returning because she heard something they could not. A song, a melody that seemed to call out to her soul, soothing and mysterious. At first, she thought it was imagination, but night after night, she dreamt of the same voice, filling her sleep with its gentle tune. The pull was too strong to resist. One day, she swam closer than ever before. That was when she saw him, a young boy standing by the riverbank, singing softly as he cast small stones into the water. Abeni hid beneath the surface, listening and enchanted. She returned every day, careful not to be seen, just to hear his voice. As she grew into a breathtakingly beautiful mermaid, her curiosity deepened. She had to know more. An old mermaid priestess, Iyaje, took notice of her restlessness. Iyaje was a powerful elder, feared and respected among the mermaids. With time, she taught Abeni an ancient trick to enter the dreams of a human and summon him to her will. That was when everything changed. Tunde, now a young man, began to experience vivid dreams of a mesmerizing woman with shimmering scales. Her voice, so ever enchanting, and each time it happened, he found himself by the river's bank, though he had no memory of walking there. The dreams felt so real, yet he could not explain them. Disturbed, he sought answers from his grandmother, the village priestess, and a devoted worshipper of the river goddess. One evening, as the sun deepened below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the waters, Tunde approached his grandmother. Mama, he began, his voice hinged with uncertainty. I have been having dreams of a woman in the river. Iyabisi's gaze sharpened, the lines on her face thickening. She had anticipated this moment. Taking a deep breath, she led Tunde to the shrine within the hut where incense crawled in the air and the symbols of Yemoja adorned the wall. It's time you knew the truth, she said softly. Before you were born, your mother, my beloved daughter, sought the blessings of Yemoja. She had been barren for years and yearned for a child. In her desperation, she made a pact with the river goddess, promising that if granted a son, he would one day return to serve the river. You are not just an ordinary boy, Tunde, she said. You were a gift from the goddess herself. Your destiny has always been tied to the water. Tunde was confused, but before he could ask more, his grandmother warned him, be careful, my child. The river does not call without reason. But Tunde could not stay away. Conflicted, Tunde wandered into the river's edge. That night, the cool breeze carrying the scent of water lilies as he gazed into the shimmering surface, Abeni emerged. He finally saw her, Abeni, the most beautiful creature he had ever laid his eyes on, her form enthralled under the moonlight. You've seen me in your dreams, she whispered, her voice like the gentle lapping of waves. Who are you? Tunde asked, though a part of him already knew. I am Abeni, daughter of Yomoja. Your songs have touched my soul. I have watched you, longing to know you. Their connection was instantaneous, a bond that transcended the boundaries of the world. Night after night, they met in secret, sharing stories, dreams, and stolen glances. Their love blossomed, hidden from both the mortal realm and the divine. However, the river is a jealous guardian. Abeni thought she was careful, but her friends had noticed her disappearances. One of them, jealous and fearful, took it upon herself to inform the goddess of Abeni's forbidden meetings with a human. Enraged, the sea goddess demanded to be taken to the place where Abeni and Tunde met. That night, as Abeni and Tunde whispered promises of love by the shore, the water churned violently. The goddess emerged in all her fearsome glory, her presence darkening the sky. Tunde was terrified. He stumbled back onto land. Abeni, the goddess' voice thundered, you have disobeyed me for the last time. You have broken the sacred laws. The bond between our kind and human is forbidden. Abeni pleaded, but mother, our love is pure. Can we not find a way to be together? You too once loved a human, she said. You did not marry him, but I will not make the same choice. I love Tunde, and I am willing to spend my life with him. The goddess's fury softened into sadness. You are my only child, my heir. If you leave, who will rule in my place? Abeni's heart ached, but she stood firm. If that is the price of love, I am willing to pay for it. The goddess sighed deeply. Then there is only one way. If Tunde is to be with you, then he must leave his mortal life behind and become one of us. Abeni's heart raced. She turned to Tunde. Tunde was stunned. He loved Abeni, but leaving his family, his home, his world, was he truly ready for that? He sat down with his family, explaining his love for Abeni and the price of the union. His brother Kule was furious.
Wait, you mean you will give up everything for a creature of the sea?
He demanded, but when Abeni appeared before them, her beauty like a shimmering dream, and when she spoke in a soft melodic voice, Kunle's anger faded away. He saw the love in his brother's eyes, understood and knew there was no stopping him.
Well, this is your choice.
Kunle finally said.
Then you have my blessings.
The entire village spoke of the wedding, the grandest Owambe ever witnessed. On the night of the full moon, under a sky studded with stars, Tunde stood at the river bank. The red and black beads his mother had given him clutched in his hands. Abeni emerged, her eyes reflecting the moonlight. Are you certain? She asked, her voice trembling. Tunde nodded. My place is with you. A sense of peace enveloped him. The river embraced him, pulling him into the depths. The world above faded, replaced by the luminous realm beneath the surface. The sea goddess blessed the union, and the river was filled with light and music. Gifts from both the land and sea poured in, and the festivities lasted for days. At the height of the ceremony, Tunde took the sacred communion, his body shimmering as the transformation began. The river rose, swallowing him gently, and he emerged anew, a being of the water, Abeni's equal, her eternal companion. Hand in hand, they disappeared beneath the waves, their love story whispered in the tides for generations to come.
I just discover, say I got to make money for family. My guy na normal thing. As it be, I go give them steez. When I be picking, I think say I go just dey see money follow me. I want dey free from pains, make blessings follow me. When money come, I go make sure say family chop. Everybody go dey on salt, then go think that magic gonna cut. Oh, I know fit suffer for this life. As I don't dey this life, no man fit stop my shine, no. Mo fẹ́ owó lójoojúmọ́ tí ayé. Mo fẹ́ owó, mo fẹ́ owó. Mo fẹ́ owó lójoojúmọ́ tí ayé. Mo fẹ́ owó, mo fẹ́ owó. I dey pray for more money, make Papa God cover me. Oh, I dey on my knees, Jehovah help me, oh. Plenty things just dey bother me. I know I fall for God, Chris no go drink Gary, oh. Cause I carry faith in me, oh. Rami lo, Oluwa, confess, my life is all about the money, zero distractions. Saturday and shows, I won't get billions. I won't go like Tinubu on long. Tell me why I don't go grind to make my wallet full with plenty money, oh. Mo fẹ́ owó lójoojúmọ́ tí ayé. Mo fẹ́ owó, mo fẹ́ owó, mo fẹ́ owó, mo fẹ́ owó lójoojúmọ́ tí ayé. Mo fẹ́